Let's see what are the important questions from head and neck region for physiotherapy anatomy. So for the first part, osteology, 5 markers can be mastoid process. So you can get one more question here, styloid process. So that also can be asked as a 5 marker. Then ramus of mandible. So that is another one. Coming to 2 markers, structures passing through jugular foramen. Now, similar question, like structures passing through foramen ovale. That also can be asked. Name the bonds forming pterion and give its applied importance. 4 structures passing through foramen magnum. So this is another question regarding the foramen. Now structure passing through superior orbital fissure, that also can be asked here. Name the muscles attached to ramus of mandible. Name 6 structures passing through foramen magnum. So foramen magnum is again asked here. Mention the structures passing through foramen ovale. So foramen ovale asked, as I said before. Mention the parts of sphenoid bone. A similar question like mention the parts of temporal bone can also be asked. Now from scalp, face, lacrimal apparatus, 5 markers can be external jugular vein, buccinator muscle. Now when external jugular vein is asked, there is a chance of asking internal jugular vein also. The tributaries of internal jugular vein can be asked. Cutaneous innervation of face. You can also get question like cutaneous innervation of scalp, facial artery. Here you may get a question like maxillary artery. And the question, whatever I'm saying, it may be from other region, but I'm remembering this question. That's why I'm saying this now. Maxillary artery can be asked. Mention the course and branches of facial artery. So branches of external carotid artery can also be asked. Now scalp, layers, blood supply, nerve supply. Now muscles of the face also can be asked. Okay, that is also another question. 2 markers are name the terminal branches of facial nerve. Now the last branches of the last 5 branches of facial nerve can be asked. You may get a question here like the extracranial course of facial nerve. That is also another question can be asked. Nerve supply of anterior quadrant of scalp. Now nerve supply of posterior quadrant of the scalp also can be asked. Name muscles around oral cavity. Now similarly name muscles of the face. All the muscles can be asked. Dangerous area of face. So one more question which is related to it is Kesselbach's area. So that also can be asked, which is in nose. Coming to side of neck, 5 markers, sternocleidomastoid muscle. That's one question. Now here trapezius muscle also can be asked as a 5 marker. 2 marker, posterior triangle of neck. Now there is a chance of asking anterior triangle, any of the anterior triangle as a 2 marker. Attachments of sternocleidomastoid muscle. So sternocleidomastoid, yeah, it's asked 5 marker and 2 marker. So any muscles can be asked. Digastric muscle can be asked as a 2 marker question. Coming to anterior triangle, yes, anterior triangle we have separate section here, carotid artery and their branches. So usually here the question would be external carotid artery and their branches, contents of carotid sheath. Now here a sympathetic trunk, cervical sympathetic trunk also can be asked in this area, external carotid artery and branches. So here we have separate question, external carotid artery and branches. Here carotid artery and their branches. So here it is a broad question. So you just name the carotid artery, dividing into external and internal, then you can just mention some of the branches of external and internal carotid artery. So 2 markers. So 2 or 3 markers that I think you know that we have discussed about all these things in the previous classes. Coming to parotid region, 10 marker can be describe the position, relation, blood supply and nerve supply of parotid gland. So parotid gland is asked as a 10 marker. The other glands also can be asked, like submandibular gland, temporal and infratemporal fossa. That is 10 markers are describe in detail origin, insertion and nerve supply and the action of muscles of mastication. So muscles of mastication can be asked as a 10 marker. Then the next question is describe the temporomandibular joint under the following headings: bones which are forming it, ligaments, muscles producing movements with their actions. So this can be 10 markers in this area. 5 markers are muscles of mastication. It can be asked for 5 marker as well. Movements of the temporomandibular joint, buccinator muscle, temporalis muscle can also be asked as a 5 marker. In the neck region, 5 markers: structures in the neck, internal jugular vein, it's asked here, internal jugular vein, and their tributaries. Thyroid gland, its relations and blood supply. So thyroid gland is asked here. You need to explain thyroid gland. Coming to back of neck. And then before that, in the neck, you may get questions like infrahyoid muscles, infrahyoid group of muscles. Back of neck, 5 markers are trapezius muscle. So this asked here, trapezius. And cranial cavity, 5 markers are name the 4 hormones secreted by anterior pituitary gland. Another question can be parts of pituitary gland. That also can be asked. 2 markers, name the 4 dural venous sinuses. So you need to know about the dural venous sinuses. Here, one more thing, cavernous sinus is very important. Cavernous sinus. Coming to orbit, so cavernous sinus can be asked as a separate question. Now coming to orbit, oculomotor nerve, extraocular muscles. Now movements of extraocular muscles can also be asked as a separate question, or extraocular muscles itself. 2 markers. Now here chances of asking ophthalmic artery is also there, ophthalmic artery. Coming to 2 markers, name the nerve supply of extraocular muscles. So just name the nerve supply. And again 2 marker extraocular muscles. Now here one more question that can ask from this region is lacrimal gland. Can be asked here. And one more thing is ciliary ganglion. That also can be asked. Mouth and pharynx, types of tonsils. You need to explain different types of tonsils. Then Valdez lymphatic ring can also be asked here. Specifically, another question that can be asked here is palatine tonsil. So blood supply of palatine tonsil or the palatine tonsil itself can be asked. Coming to larynx and trachea region, 5 markers. Histology of trachea can be asked as a 5 marker. Histology, where you need to draw the diagram. 2 markers. Nerve supply of larynx. Here the muscles of the larynx can also be asked separately. So be prepared on muscles of larynx. Tongue, 10 marker can be the tongue. Describe the tongue under the following heading like gross anatomy, muscles, nerve supply, applied anatomy. Nerve supply can be asked separately for 5 marker or 2 markers. 5 marker muscles of tongue. So here you need to mention about extrinsic muscle and intrinsic muscles of the tongue. And also I said nerve supply of the tongue you should know. Sometimes you may get a question like papillae of tongue. So you need to explain different types of papillae. Here the 2 marker is name the intrinsic muscle groups of tongue. So you need to mention just name the intrinsic muscles. Coming to ear, 2 markers are name the bones of middle ear, name the ear ossicles. And you may get a 5 marker here. The question, big question, like middle ear. So middle ear can be asked as a 5 marker. So these are the questions. I hope it's understood.